Once upon a time, there was a little girl named Lila who loved to explore her grandmother's magical garden. This garden wasn't like any other garden, it was full of unusual plants that shimmered in the sunlight and glowed in the dark. But the most special thing about the garden was the legend her grandmother told: if you find a special flower in the garden, and whisper your heart's wish to it, your wish will come true. One sunny morning, Lila decided she would find that special flower. She wandered through the garden, past the glowing tulips and the silver leaves of the moonflowers, searching for the one flower that held the magic of wishes. After searching for what seemed like hours, she stumbled upon a tiny, glowing flower hidden behind a tall bush. It was unlike anything Lila had ever seen. A soft golden glow surrounded its petals, and it seemed to hum quietly. "This must be it," Lila whispered in awe. Carefully, she knelt beside the flower and closed her eyes. She thought hard about her wish. She didn't want toys or sweets. What she really wanted was to help others. She wanted the power to spread happiness and kindness wherever she went. With her wish made, Lila leaned down and whispered it softly to the flower. The flower's glow brightened, and for a moment, the whole garden seemed to shimmer with magic. Lila opened her eyes, but nothing had changed. The garden was still peaceful and beautiful, and the flower was still softly glowing. She stood up and shrugged, thinking perhaps the magic wasn't real after all. But as she walked back to the house, something strange began to happen. Everywhere Lila went, people started to smile. The grumpy baker who never smiled suddenly laughed when Lila passed by. The tired postman stood up straighter and whistled a happy tune. Even the stray dog that wandered the streets wagged its tail and followed Lila as she walked through the village. Without realizing it, Lila's wish had come true. Her kindness and joy were spreading to everyone around her, just like she had wished. When Lila returned home that evening, her grandmother smiled knowingly. "The garden always knows what's in your heart," she said. "And your heart is full of goodness, my dear." From that day on, Lila continued to visit the garden, not to wish for herself, but simply to enjoy its beauty and share its magic with others. Everywhere she went, happiness followed, and Lila knew that she had found something more powerful than any wish. She had found the magic of kindness.